Hey there, folks. This is David on David's Brain. Welcome back to our ongoing Let's Play of Metaphor ReFantazio for the PS5. Please be sure to like, share, subscribe, comment, ring the bell, and contribute to my Patreon. Links in the description at the bottom. All right. So last time, we're officially in the top 20, and yeah, the church is basically just saying, yeah, you know all those filthy heathen pagan lands, go and steal their artifacts in the name of the emperor. I mean, Forden, or yeah, you know what, whatever. Forden is basically just going to be the new king, so just lie down and accept it. But Luis has given us an artifact to look for. Yeah, a magic lance called Dracodios. Let's just take a look here. Operation Caderas. The party secured a route to Luis's quarters, where the formula lies. On the long way into the soiree, Gallica and the boys slip out from the festivities and begin their infiltration. Despite turbulent complications, aka the ship just nearly flipped over and tosses into the ocean, they find Luis's quarters and run to Judah. She sees to be in on the side, but Glottal steps in to threaten them, until she awakens with a righteous power. And cornered, Glottal attempts a final blow, but the royal magic seals his fate. Judah explains to the Magnus brothers, who have come to investigate, that the now-dead Glottal was a traitor. Yeah, well, oh yeah, almost forgot, we killed Starscream. And I doubt his spark's gonna show up and possess anyone this time around. Judah selects the boy as her next escort, and reveals to the party that she's also a resistance spy. Formula in hand, the party goes to consult the country's greatest mage healer, Rella. Yeah, Judah's sister. Yeah, I thought, yeah, she's an Ishkia and Judah's Nidia, so yeah, yep, adopted, thought so. Anyways, the party teleports to meet Rella, Judah's apparent sister by adoption, yet she reveals the scribed formula is incomplete, near useless. Or so she says. The only solution, she says, is to kill Louise, its caster. Now among the top 20 royal candidates, the boy hears of the next challenge, gathering divine relics, aka stealing from the Mustari lands and offering it up to Sanctism, you know, basically just pulling off what the British Museum did. Plotting Forden's death, Louise orders the party to retrieve an ancient lance, Dracodios. Yeah, no, it's Dracodios, I get it, I'm sorry. And yes, Judah has now unlocked the masked dancer archetype. Yeah, which means she is incredibly versatile. Let's see, party formation, Function unlock special experiments, Let's see, blade riding the outer walls, which was completely insane and a little hard to control, but whatever. Anyways.
I knew I could do it! I'll always aim higher.
Oh yeah, no, the masked dancer is a hefty one. But again, its massive versatility is really going to come in handy. And yeah, I doubt I'm going to be able to master every single archetype with every character, so yeah, I think it might just be good for us to stick to the main ones, at least for now. And also, what the archetypes are required for them to unlock their final forms. Yeah, like for example, with me, let's see, the Seeker, the Mage Seeker, And yeah, and even to advance the Seeker, I need to go on and complete more tasks, which means I'm going to be switching on over to the Commander. And yeah, in order to unlock the General, And yeah, let's see, Stroll needs to advance, also attain the rank of Master of the General, or at least get up to rank 10. Alright, so yeah, Judah's the only one who has the masked dancer right now. I need to establish a bond with her first. I guess that couldn't hurt. Alright, so yeah, Hulkenberg to raise up the wizard. And yeah, both the magic knight. And let's see, I need to raise up the assassin. Yeah, I need to get up to sniper. So yes, I've already advanced the seeker archetype.
All right.
Oh, I just know. Yeah, with her version of the gunner, yeah, its face looks like disco lights. Cool. And yeah, for Judah to advance in her archetype, we need to also have her learn the Faker. But yeah, waiting until we get ourselves an advancement there. With Alonso in order to reduce the cost. I mean, yeah, it's going to cost a pretty penny. So, Commander, Merchant, Wizard, and Gunner. Alright, anyways. You there. I know you. Run the thingy about the key, right?
Yikes, he reeks of alcohol. I don't really want to ask him anything, but we might as well since we're here. So, do you know anything about a Divine Lance or any Mustari?
Oh, really?
Divine Lance? Divine Lance? Mustari are the ones with the masks. I saw someone eating in the tavern with a mask. They don't even take their masks off when they eat. I don't know how they do it. Oh, wait. Maybe they do take off their masks, actually. Or maybe they just get soup. I don't know. Well, at least we know there's a Mustari with side of the tavern, I think. Or for anything, it could be Mustari, or it could be Shar Asdabal. I don't know.
You are.
A Divine Lance, was it? That's some pagan crap, ain't it? Hey, go ask one of them, not a clever like me, eh? Have you seen any Mustari around here, then? Someone who seems like they may know more about it? I told you I don't know nothing, do I? And that fire crowd, and you can bet there'll be a Mustari too in there. Now bugger off. I think they might avoid crowds of people, if I'm being honest. But maybe it's worth checking a tavern or something. Alright. Yeah, I know there was a Mustari person here before.
So foolish it arouses great pity.
You're that elder. You got some nerve. How dare you show your face in front of a believer? And how dare you talk back to it or someone in the top 20? You had a saintress executed simply to improve your status, didn't you? Immoral, blasphemous elder! And it's not just your filth. Lately there have been pagans loitering around, despoiling these areas too. You tainted barbaric trash will be punished by his eminence Forden and by God. Whatever.
Hey there.
Wow, did you hear what he said through all that crap, though? About there being pagans nearby? At least you got something out of this diatribe other than a headache. I wonder whether they're still around. Let's search.
Yeah, whatever. Kiss my ass.
Just can't stand it. What's it all got to do with us anyway? You're not serious.
Oh yeah, who's in the top 20 and who's there throwing a fit? Nah. Well, looks like we're stuck here.
What am I gonna do? Hey?
And just checking around here to see any other conversations.
Hey, mister.
I'm sorry. No, I don't know anything. And I'm busy, so I'll be taking my...
Wait a second.
Hey, wait, everything's fine, so whatever info you have.
For a popular candidate, your information gathering methods are awfully amateur. Did you speak to anyone else before calling out to
What do
me?
you think you're playing at?
You can't just talk to a couple of people and expect to find what you're looking for. Put in some legwork. Talk to everyone and don't be picky. That's what I'm doing. I'm talking to you. But with that said, you should choose the place to search carefully. There are plenty of working people too busy to give you the time of day. If it were me, I'd set up for a tavern and ask patrons relaxing there. And that's all the help I have for you. Good day.
Let's see.
Huh. He's actually kind of nice, isn't he? Want to take his advice and head for a tavern?
Sure, after dealing with that last guy, I could definitely use a very, very stiff drink. Eh.
What am I gonna do?
Aha.
Jealous much?
Oi.
Alright, the Greatest Catch Tavern.
I'm just
Excuse me.
I beg your pardon, but
Oh,
you
it's
have
you two.
business with
Why address me when I'm enjoying a meal?
Because I want to talk to you.
I'm a customer at this tavern. I have no obligation to respond to any unfamiliar fairies. If you want to know something, it's common sense to ask an employee first. Do you disagree?
Sure.
No, I don't. Well then, let's talk to Lady Neuras' place, shall we? I'm glad you understand. Good day to you.
I'm just incredulous.
Wait till she goes to the bathroom, then take a dump in her soup or something like that. I mean, hey, you're so small they won't even notice. Look, I'll prop up a menu so nobody sees you while you're doing it.
I thought there was supposed to be an informant here. Never around when you need them, are they?
Hey, listen.
Oh, yeah. Where the hell did he go? Alright, fine.
Huh?
Can I help you? Something tells me you're not here to eat.
I have a question.
A divine lance? Not sure I'm the best person to ask about that sort of thing. Oh, are you coming on to me? Wait, someone outside was rambling about that just a bit ago. He had a large mask on. Must have been Mustari. He seemed awfully bothered about it.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's the candidate.
He was bothered about the lance? It sounds like he may know something. Any idea where he went? I believe he mentioned something about taking a boat to the island. He must be headed towards the coast by the Merchant's Bazaar, wouldn't you say?
Okay, so.
If we hurry, we might be able to catch him. Let's head for the Merchant's Bazaar.
Hey, listen.
Alright.
I'm just incredulous.
All right then.
Alright, Merchant's Bazaar.
Let's head there right away.
Young man, young man.
I mean, they say I'm on there, but
Wind up here.
Yeah.
I don't see myself anywhere.
Now what am I to do? Now how did I wind up here?
Hang on. Isn't that? Look at that.
Hey, is that tiny little face yours? Not that anyone who doesn't know you personally would know it's you at that size.
I can't even tell. I can't even... Where the hell am I?
People don't know the king's magic protected you. I bet they find it hard to believe your face was in the top 20 now.
Besides,
First is Ford, and as always, Luis is next, and after him is still Godot. That's the support for the top 3 outweighs pretty much everyone else. It's hard to tell considering how small the others are, but I can kind of make out Rella. Tells you how popular she is considering she's not even a candidate.
yep.
Now what am I to do?
Yep, nope. I cannot tell for love nor money.
Where are they, mate?
Check this out.
Hey, that was Starry over there.
Ah, the candidate.
I can't believe this. He would have them all take what they please. This same atrocity all over again. Damn him, and damn his crown theocracy.
He's in quite a state. Though I can hardly blame him, with everyone ordered to ransack his homeland. For now, how to approach him?
Well, first we gotta butter him up here. Like, what the fuck were they thinking, man?
They've really crossed a line.
Wait, you're not with the Sanctus Church. One of the few who aren't, it seems.
I don't know much about divine relics. but I know all too well what it's like to see your homeland threatened.
The divine relics are symbols of our faith. More than that, they are the soul of our culture, our history.
Followers of the old native beliefs worship idols that are known to conduct magic, which they call divine relics. But unlike the igniters of modern times, they are primitive in make and function, and often dangerous. So said my studies, at least.
Oh, far from it. Divine relics aren't primitive in the least. That's just Sanctus propaganda. Really, it's the opposite. Most of these relics are powerful beyond belief, and igniters are just our crude imitations of them. If you'd ever seen one yourself, you'd know the difference. They don't call them divine for nothing. With powers like that, they might as well have come from the gods.
You're that songstress. Didn't expect to hear all this from you, after what you said for the crowd.
Well, a job's a job. But as I'm sure you're aware, pagans aren't the only ones oppressed by the church.
You really are well informed. And it sounds like you know something of oppression. Did you perhaps come from the Mage Academy?
Details, darling. I've seen abuse of powers before, and I'd rather not see it again.
The other candidates seem bent on taking relics by any means necessary. But you all seem different.
To be fair, we are looking for one. The only relic we know by name right now is Dracodios.
The Lance of the Dragon God. So that's why you came up to me. I suppose anyone would want our homeland's greatest treasure. The Lance is no secret we're trying to hide. Truly, I hope mainlanders come by the scores to see it. Our village is on an island in the World Tree's embrace, where the Dragon God sleeps. On a clear day, you can see it from this land.
An island across the ocean. You mean Virga Island, then? 'Tis a large island in the inland sea. Most of its inhabitants are Mustari, and it remains the only place in the land where sanctism has not taken root.
I'm not out to abolish sanctism myself. I just don't want everything we believe in to be destroyed.
So that's why you're in this race.
I thought I could change the world. And then I saw the truth. What a fool I was. I've not introduced myself yet, have I? My name is Edeni. Take my advice. Forget about Dracodios. We can't hand it over, and you'll never reach it anyway.
Well, I mean, not like we're gonna take it by force or anything like that.
We don't intend to take it by force.
Even if you did, you'll not find any ships that sail there. And that's only the first obstacle in your way. Take my word. It's no place for an outsider. It's time I stopped chasing a fool's dream. I need to face reality. And if you're smart, you'll do the same.
Well, sounds like Dracodios is on Virga Island somewhere. Is there really no ship passage there? This is the biggest port in the kingdom.
'Tis true. His words reminded me. Thanks to both sea currents and cultural tensions, the only merchant ships passing Virga Island embark from Montario.
But Montario's on the other side of the bloody sea. You can't seriously be suggesting we go there first and then loop back to Virga. We'd never make the deadline.
Then let's bally well conquer this inland sea ourselves. Ha ha ha! Don't worry, chums. I'm on the job.
Oh, Neuras, you got that? Got those wings ready?
You worried about Lady Juna? Actually asking this time, not just prodding.
Shut up.
Tell. You still don't trust them, do you?
How can I? We've only known them for a matter of days. Look, the whole Gladell mess, you really think they're innocent?
Then let's go with them, yeah? Me and you. You do whatever makes sense to you, Del. You know I'll follow wherever you go.
You never could keep your mouth shut, eh?
Oh, that's not good. That is not good at all. Okay.
What the?
Oh, wait a minute.
You're not saying this thing can sail now?
Oh!
Right. While you lot were hobnobbing at old Luis's soiree, I had his run all to myself. And believe you me, I got quite an eyeful. Came away full of ideas.
Wait.
After all, this old girl wasn't designed as a land runner alone. all about modular design, don't you know? Flexible jointage. So I did a bit of tinkering.
But why? We'd not even spoken of the island until moments ago.
Island Schmeiland, milady. Look at the map. What's our shortest route to Montario, eh? A straight shot through the inland sea.
Huh. The man has a point. That never dawned on me.
Besides, I've kept my ears open, what? Here there be monsters and all that rot. You'll need more than a ship for these waters. You'll need a proper sea runner.
Oh, right! Neuras, you weren't at the exhibition, so you wouldn't know. Forden already killed the big sea monster out there. It had a huge head.
Really? Don't tell me you're making the trip in that.
Why are you two here?
Bodyguard duty, Lady Juna. We're along for the ride, especially since you're bound for some remote wild island.
These poor newcomers are working so hard and you still can't trust them. Or is it me you don't trust?
We're here on Master Luis's orders. I'm sure I don't have to outline the pecking order there. Or do you have a problem with us being around?
Not at all.
We're running short on beds.
Oh, don't worry. Dell doesn't take up as much space as me.
Oh, belt up. Besides, you really expect this rust bucket to survive a night at sea?
If you don't like it, leave. Nobody's forcing you to come.
Looks like we're crewmates then. Not unlike a sea voyage for a bit of fun, yeah?
Yep, sounds like a good old time.
This is a fine mess. Wasn't expecting them along. What do you think their angle is?
Yeah, they still suspect us.
They probably still suspect us.
I agree. We definitely crossed a line with the whole Gladell incident.
Suppose that's that, eh? I'll do a last check on her amphibials, make sure she's shipshape. Give me a shout when you're ready.
Alright. And yep, Edeni, the young chief of the Mustari tribe on Virga Island. A rare progressive amongst the Mustari, he left the island to participate in the tournament for the throne in order to shed light on the island's customs and treatment of the tribe. However, disappointed by the theocracy's crushing dominance as spearheaded by Forden, as well as his own powerlessness in the face of it, he decides to withdraw. Well, that's one less rival, I suppose. I get the feeling that we'll be ready to Edeni again. Anyways, the fall of the Mage Academy. An armed conflict several years ago when the Royal Mage Academy, located in northern Montiaro, was forcefully closed by the combined forces of the State Army and the Crown Theocracy's Monk Army. Records indicate that the casualties involved were equivalent to a small-scale war. The official reason given for mobilizing against the Academy was that the research endeavors had crossed into outright sedition, including seeking to tame a dragon without the kingdom's authorization. Sure. Bullshit! In truth, the incident was orchestrated by Forden, who sought to keep the dogma, historical accounts, and igniters of the Crown Theocracy from being undermined by advanced magical research. The infamously dire number of casualties was not actually a product of armed combat, but caused by the thoughtless destruction of the artifacts under research, which drove the dragon there to an indiscriminate rampage. Ultimately, the incident proved wholly self-destructive for both sides. So yeah, the Mage Academy weren't entirely blameless there. Anyways, the Divine Relics. Ancient relics with a power similar to igniters. They're passed down within indigenous communities with distinct religious beliefs apart from sanctism. According to the Crown Theocracy, they're called Divine Relics because they're treasured as religious objects representing the ancient divinity, but Juna says the truth is hardly so simple. And yeah, our prize, Dragodios. The Divine Relic Luis ordered the party to acquire. The Mustari villagers of Virga Island regard it as a sacred object containing the spirit of the Dragon God, a deity of the islanders' faith. The islanders are unlikely to hand over such an heirloom to an outsider, and yet Luis has asked us to go and get the damn thing. Awesome. Isn't this just fantastic? Well, sure, we'll just pick up an incredibly rare, valuable, and potentially very dangerous artifact. Yeah, you want us to go and pick up some milk while we're out?
Welcome.
Let's not.
What now?
Hmm.
Even a gesture can shape the course of history.
I shall rule the battlefield!
Let's see, Hellfire Dance, Ice Blue Dance, and Dance Macabre. Alright. Yeah, I'd like to have my debuff options ready.
Wonderful.
All right then.
Wonder if I could have been one of Lewis's minions myself.
What is it?
Alright, well, obviously we're going to be heading out to sea in a little bit here, so best to make sure that everything is all up and running.
Greetings. Well then.
Can we talk?
Thank you kindly.
Aha.
What's this? Young man.
Welcome. What now?
Well, if we're going to be going out to sea, well, I get the feeling we might run into something. Just call me crazy. I mean, just a simple it's just a simple little trip. Yeah, it's never that easy.
What now?
Well, let's see. We already have Hulkenberg's wizard. Hmm.
Luis.
Alright, I think we got everything.
Wonderful.
It's gonna save just in case.
Now what am I to do? Well met, eh?
What now?
Alright.
Ready to depart?
Oh, time to weigh anchor already. You're not forgetting anything, are you? I think I'm good. Just got a hold of a chart with the route. We're all set for our trip to Virga Island. Now then, let's sail for new lands.
Virga Island is this spot right here. Wonder how many days away it is.
Well, let's see. The main island of the Moldova archipelago almost wholly Mustari inhabited. The island has only minimal contact with the mainland.
Let's see.
Let's see. Shoal Camp.
Let's see.
Sunk Rock Camp. Let's see. And Islet Camp. Oh, there's a horseshoe. Yeah, wonder if we'll visit Horseshoe Island there.
Oh.
Seems like an odd route to get to Virga Island. We can't just go. Can we just go straight? The region's currents are a right pain, girl. We must go round and across them lest they carry us off course. By my reckoning, it'll take us 4 days and 3 nights, give or take. 3 nights at sea, huh? Old Stroke can handle it. But you and our 2 thorns on our side, tensions may be high. Nothing to do but move forward. Jolly good! Rest assured, I'll get us there through these waves to Virga Island gently as can be. And yep, we are now officially seaborne.
Tis actually moving. A fine effort.
Was it ever in doubt? You're the master of the helm, my dear.
Virga Island, eh? Well, I can say it's wholly foreign to me.
'Tis a land within an archipelago where many Mustari live. I've heard their faith involves a special maiden of some kind.
How have they managed to avoid the church's influence? I doubt they've the manpower or arms to fend off the crown theocracy.
There's something there that could overturn history, as the Sanctists tell it. Something so damning they couldn't even afford their soldiers seeing it. So the rumors say, at least. Might just be a conspiracy theory.
As for this dragon god's lance, we shall need to negotiate.
Oh
If
boy.
negotiations are even on the table.
Ugh, why all the fuss? Just kill them and take it.
Nothing
How about
else
no?
works, yeah. Keep it simple.
It's always kill, kill, kill with you two.
Hey, Lord Luis's orders. Don't need to tell you, do I?
Yet you'd impugn Count Luis's reputation with wanton massacre. Simple, was it?
Ugh, give it a rest. Are we there yet?
Hard to talk strategy with those two hanging around.
Well, then again, when you have a hammer, everything looks like a nail, so...
Ladies and gentlemen, feast your ears on this! The elder boy candidate seems to have crossed the channel to the island! On a Gauntlet Runner, too!
Is he alright? They say the waters are clear amongst us now, but...
If he made it, that means my husband can go out fishing again, doesn't it?
I have to say, I expected at least one daredevil to try ploughing straight through the inner sea, but I never thought it'd be that boy.
That's the same lad who exposed that lady from Martira, isn't it? He's not bad.
But Virga Island's infamous people. Treacherous! Even the crown theocracy struggled with them for years. So how will this shake out? The festivities have just begun.
The Gauntlet Runner takes to the water in its new form, setting out to the wide open sea. Their destination, Virga Island, an enigmatic foreign land that not even the long arm of Sanctism can reach. Not all present now would count themselves as allies. Will this prove difficult, or something else entirely?
Yeah, this isn't exactly going to be the best cruise I've been on.
Neuras speaking.
Highway's got his fishing gear laid out on the deck. If you're keen on learning, ask him. Can't promise I'll stop if you swim overboard, though, so be careful. Ha! And well, let's see, Highway sometimes leaves fishing gear on deck, which you can use to fish. Any fish you catch, we use as ingredients when cooking. Ooh. Alright, so 3 days left, and having Judah and those brothers around certainly made the Gauntlet Runner livelier, to say the least. Yeah, I can't exactly talk much with these two around here.
Seriously.
I was wondering what sort of rubbish excuse of a ship I'd find, but I've got to admit, the insides are impressive, compared to the rest of it at least. Maybe this ship's not a total piece of crap. Oh, well, I mean, yeah, sure, we don't exactly have a friggin' fortress, but yeah, we make do. A fine prospect this is. The water spreads out as far as the eye can see. You two enjoy the view as well? It seems a fun opportunity to get to know everyone better, so do make some time for a chat. Alright, maybe we can figure something out by picking their brains. Oh, I thought I'd finally gotten used to the runner's motion, but the waves are a whole new beast. Yeah, okay, so Stroll definitely gets seasick. Just go up on the deck and just close your eyes and please don't puke. I'd rather not look pathetic in front of those two brothers, but I'm afraid there's no helping it now. Oh god. Well, I mean, the toilet's right over there, so...
Right. Got it. Got it.
Alright, we found Fidelio, but... the Cursed Love Ballad. Alright, well...
Okay, so...
I think that's the dish Juno recommends. Okay, let me go call her.
Got a second?
Now, the most important thing we have to consider is who will be partaking of our meal. What do they like? What are their tastes? All this matters. First, you need to visualize the meal. Then you pick the ingredients that look like they'll get you there. Intuition's key. Wow, if this tastes as good as it smells, won't that just be amazing? Yes, that's definitely going in there. Don't underestimate texture. Those little blobs are cute. And these, look how they shine.
Okay.
Now that our ingredients are carefully selected, we move to the main phase, preparation.
Yeah, no, prep's always where I go and bumble. Well, it usually takes 5 minutes, it usually ends up at least 15 for me.
You can cook anything as long as you believe. Come on, I'm right behind you. Who can tell if you're worried, you know? Put your positive intentions into it, and it's bound to show up at the end. It's smelling great already.
I'm just dicing a potato. Fine. Wow, what a combination of bold and delicate flavors.
I call it Cursed Love Ballad. Considering the feeling we put into it, it's bound to move the heart of whoever eats it.
Hooray!
Let's not.
Alright, so yeah, not only is it a big old motorhome, but it's also a motorboat. Oh, more gauntlet shrooms. I'm just raking these in, aren't I? Alright, so yeah, there's Basilio, but where's Fidelio? Ah, there he is.
Speaking of.
Alright, here's Basilio. This is something other the old man's put together. Full of weird things that I've never seen before. It's Spends his whole hours working on the runner too, does he? Never seen any this one, Lord Luis's runner. Yeah, you know, actual creativity, inspiration, you know, all that stuff.
A sea breeze is perfect until you smell the fish. Feel your hair. I'm quite ready to make landfall, actually.
Yeah, no, trust me. No, yeah, especially when the sea salt gets in your hair. Ugh. You've been moving at such speed. It looks like I'd still catch fish. No idea how that works. Yeah, still catch fish? Hey, I'm not complaining. Perhaps they're drawn to the runner's macula crystals, or perhaps they're just curious. Either way, I certainly won't want for entertainment on our way to the island. Alright, well, let's go get some fish then.
Oh, jeez.
Isn't this Highness of his fishing gear? Artemis gonna do some fishing. If we can catch the fish, we can use them to cook. Want to fish for a bit?
Understood.
Okay, I'll go get Heismay.
The truth is...
Indeed. I thought to do some fishing, but I don't have any good bait. You have anything that might work? Alright, tail bait.
Then...
Oh my, tail bait. Those fish won't know what hit them. Let's cast. I'm more tired than I realized. How do I shake this?
Just give in to nap time.
I suppose I'll try that then.
The fight is on.
A bite! It's a strong one, but I'm stronger!
A fearsome one.
Would you look at that? Well, I never. We've undone ourselves, lad. Ooh, a Lord of the Lake and 2 Queen's Honey Jars. Awesome!
Here we go.
Intention and strategy lurk beneath the surface of calm. That's what makes fishing such a beloved pastime. The results hardly matter. In fact, don't bother asking how many I've caught.
How many did you catch?
Well, as much as I hate to say it, I think it's about time we called the day. Oh.
As the sun dips below the horizon and the stars begin to reflect off the water's surface, the Gauntlet Runner reaches the shore. Lurking below the surface, in the black and fathomless deep, are the eager eyes of predatory hunters. But the party, safe inside their Gauntlet Runner, relaxes from the burdens of their voyage, gazing out over calm waters.
Alright, just 3 days. We're being watched, so be careful what you say.
Right, yeah, I gotta deal with Tweedle Dip and Tweedle shit over there. I don't anticipate any monster attacks like we see on land, but you never know. I best keep the emergency lights on just in case. Though, let's be honest, no run-of-the-mill monster could possibly capsize my sea runner. But let's keep an eye out for those that can.
Got it.
If you think I'm going to take my eyes off you just because it's past sundown, think again. You want to try something? Go ahead. See what happens. Cap Louise won't be asking me to justify myself. Be clear. Well, I mean, hey, it is a big, wide ocean there. Outright impossible to go and find a body. Wouldn't you agree? Odd, but I was half thinking this stinky little Gauntlet Runner was going to sink any second. But it did a decent job running today. And out of all the continent's runners, this one's pretty fast for what it is, yeah? Not that I set 1 foot on it without Lady Judah being here. Sure.
Alright then. Let's go.
Let's see, secretest of secrets. Let's see, fully restores MP. Ooh.
Okay, so...
I think that's the dish Juno recommends. Okay, let me go call her. How confident are you in your cooking skills? If you're not, remember there is no one way to cook something. I say a dish's true value comes from its individuality, and its ingredients, of course. How boring it must be to copy recipes.
Well, hey, copying recipes isn't too bad for someone who's starting out, you know? Learn the basics before you, or learn the rules before you break them, you know?
Oh, what a selection we have today! Time to use my talents to the fullest and make only the finest choices. For our base, normally you'd go with this, but let's be daring and use this instead, shall we? Yes, I'm on a roll today!
Oh boy. Well, if you know what you're doing.
With the ingredients picked and portioned, all that's left is preparation. That's where you come in, love. No need to fret, the stage is set, all you do is put on the show. Make your dish the star performer.
Ready for my close-up, Mr. DeVille.
And for the piece de resistance, I'll find an ingredient of my choosing. Sorry, but this one's a chef's secret, even to you.
Is it MSG? Wow, our dish is so nuanced.
I call it secretest of secrets. It's our signature dish now, and not a soul in the world could replicate it.
I'll make sure to eat it right in front of the brothers. They'll just tear them to shreds. Yeah. The dark expanse seems never ending. Who knows what's out there?
All right then. Go.
Oh my.
Alright, Juna, since you're new here, let's get a chance to pick each other's brains, eh?
Oh, if it isn't Morpheus. I'm so bored, I'm just not in the mood to sing. Sure would be nice to have someone to talk to.
Alright, well, let's chat.
So now we have to find the Mustari tribe's divine relic.
Isn't that fabulous? Calling this an absurd demand would be an understatement. And we pulled off worse things.
But I must admit, if we can't handle this, then Luis will never acknowledge us. We absolutely must succeed.
Let's do this thing, then.
Alright.
Let's go out there and do some relic hunting.
Aren't you the happy warrior? So enthusiastic in the face of long odds? I'm glad we're on the same page here. I'm just happy to have this opportunity to fight alongside you. Living under Luis's foot was a lonely place to be, you know?
Yeah, what was that like?
I've held my ground thus far, though if I'm honest, I was scared the whole time. I had to talk myself into keeping a stiff upper lip, so to say. But being past that, I feel more hope than I ever have. I'm not alone anymore, and I have faith that we'll save the prince.
Alright.
Oh, a big ol' boost.
Staying up late's terrible for your skin, but seeing as we're already at it, why don't we chat a bit longer?
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Oh, goodness.
This mugginess is my worst enemy. I don't mind the ocean, but being at sea makes my head 10 times harder to manage.
And yeah, again, I'm pretty sure I almost thought you could fly with those locks of yours. Jesus, or at least just use them as a bullwhip.
Sure.
I know exactly what you mean. The salty air makes it so much worse. Hey, Ogerberg, what do you do with your hair at sea?
Yes.
I find that the sweat built up by swinging a weapon quickly relieves one of concern over such trifling matters. Speaking of, what you get to spar, Juna? Oh, I don't think so. I'm quite the wrong person for that. In fact, but I'll tell you what, if I find anyone who help comb out these knots, I'll see if we can find you a sparring partner.
Alright, well, alright, deal.
I say that the island is barbaric, but I wonder what it will really be like.
Well, I'm pretty sure if anything, we'll just find people and houses. That's about as far as I'm thinking there. This salt wind is getting into my fur. I hate it. The currents around here really are a trick to navigate. But a bit of choppy water's on enough to sway old Neuras. Hope not. I mean, hey, you are our main man for this.
Got it.
Oh. Thank you. Basilio. We got a pretty good kitchen here. Not as nice as Louise's, but I'm sure we could still get a halfway decent meal going. Alright, well, more than just the muscle, he's also the cook. Or at least knows a thing or two about cooking. Alright, let's see here. Might as well get that stale black bread done with.
Only Hulkenberg knows how to cook that. I'll go call her.
Hail.
There's much to discover on your first trip to any town. That said, I tend to focus on the various cuisines on offer. I find it fascinating that a dish using the same combination of ingredients can result in something altogether different depending on who cooked it. Perhaps the same could be said of people. Every new experience and smallest wisdom gained influences who we are. To that end, what if I abandoned my usual methods and opened my mind? Were I to challenge myself thusly, could a new creation be born?
Well, let's find out.
Well, these ingredients are the same as they've ever been, but today they're lustrous brighter, don't you think?
Sure.
You see?
Never drop your guard, especially not when you think you've won. It is that moment where we fall back into our most common habits.
Wow, what an aromatic and creative dish we made.
All right.
Stale black bread is complete. Take in the aroma. 'Tis truly one of a kind, is it not?
Well, one of a kind indeed. So, Hulkenberg and Basilio were having a little sparring session of their own.
We just finished a game. 'Twas most illuminating. Assigned watchdog or no, it does us both good to sharpen our tactics together. Figured you lot wouldn't be much use in a fight, but you're better than you look. Suppose your former knights are good for more than grandstanding and pretentious speeches.
Oh, starting to earn their trust, eh? Well, then again, both of them are completely loyal to Louise, so if anything, just to keep them on their good graces for now.
Come on.
This work tool is actually a cleaning igniter Neuras modified to create wind that collects dust. Pretty nifty.
Yeah, so, yeah, he invented a vacuum cleaner.
I know it's hard, but all the lifting and bending over is sure to strengthen your legs, yeah? Okay, where do you want to clean today?
The storage room.
Got it.
Let's do this.
There's dust everywhere. Feels like we're breathing the cloud instead of air. Well, might as well clean it up. There's still dust piled in the corners. Guess the magic igniter didn't produce enough suction. Just clean the undersides of the shells and all the other nooks and crannies by hand.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the spirit. Now we only need to throw away the trash inside the igniter, and then... Hey, look what I found. We could still use this, don't you think? It ended up taking quite a while. It was tough, but having everything clean and sparkly feels so nice. You worked up a good sweat too, right?
Alright, after moving around and filling ahead.
look at this!
Ahoy! You lot aren't going to believe the view I'm seeing outside. I'm hitting the brakes!
The Gauntlet Runner halts at a sandy hollow that suddenly arises from the sea. The towering seawall. It is not an island or a reef, but a massive sand expanding below sea level. There is no sign of a water flow. There are many places in Oceania where the laws of nature fail, but here it is especially evident. The surface drops as though it were gouged out. Still, best not to be distracted by the spectacular. Monsters roam the deep, and tales of people being dragged below are not uncommon.
Ooh! Looks like Moses just came through here.
Incredible!
The sea's been split in two. We're standing on the seafloor.
This is what magma anomalies are capable of. It's the same principle that maintains the water sphere in Brylehaven, but by Jove, this is a whole other level entirely! Del, are you sure about all this? This water ain't about to come down on us, is it? Wanna go back in the runner?
Hey.
Maybe better return to the runner?
Nope.
No, I'm fine, really. So I'll keep an eye on you lot after all.
Look, there's fish swimming in the wall of water. I've never seen such shiny fish.
Huh?
Hulkenberg, what are you doing? She's trying to grab some, isn't she?
Enough.
You're not thinking of spearfishing through the seawall, are you?
I was mainly considering how I secure today's allotment of rations.
Oh boy.
She'd eat those weird-looking fish without a second thought.
I probably would. I suspect that weird luminescence is a defense mechanism. They're gathered together in the depths of the shrine to ward off predators. So weakenings that they are, to travel together in a group? What does that remind you of? Must you sling bombs at every opportunity? It's exhausting. Besides, it's only natural for those low on the food chain to seek advantages that compensate for weaknesses. I say, those shining scales would work as excellent dyes. Hulkenberg, my girl, be sure to catch some extra. I'll need a few specimens to dissect. Roger.
As you wish. I shall catch enough that we should all dine well.
I would rather you didn't. The supplies we receive in town more than meet our needs. Besides, the sky looks ominous. A storm likely approaches.
I see.
If that is the consensus, then let us head back. I feel not the least bit of regret, I assure you.
Oh.
Let's go.
He's got a point. The seawall might even collapse in the rain, and I'd rather not stay to find out.
Now then.
Can't even just grab a couple of fishies? Oh.
Wisdom.
'Tis one of the virtues a ruler must possess.
Yep, now I'm erudite.
If thou aspire to true sovereignty, fill thyself with the knowledge to discern truth from falsehood.
And here you go, lad. A drawing of the seawall. I made sure that the glowing fish were depicted as true to life as my hand allows. Thank you.
As the water sparkling in the setting sun begins to lose the light shimmer, the Gauntlet Runner reaches the calm surface of the reef. Yet the day draws to an end, and all are left to wonder how to spend the evening hours.
What terrible rain. Twill be a storm soon enough. Can this vessel withstand it?
It's doing better than me, at least. Suppose we do owe Forden, if only because he handled that sea monster. Closure, etc.
Whatever.
Did we hit a rock out there or something? Back in a mo. I'll go sneak a look outside.
Those fool brothers are still abed, even in this tempest. Bloody Parapus.
Till next time.